You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus. So, as you guys probably saw yesterday, I uploaded 2 videos, and I was a little skeptical about doing a double upload because I'd heard from numerous people, other creators on the platform, that YouTube's algorithm does not like it when you upload more than one video a day. So, I wanted to test that, and you guys, because of you guys, I broke every previous viewing record on a single day ever. And now I'm at about 5,000 hours watched total for all my content. You guys are crazy. Your thirst for all these big, sexy, furry dudes is fueling my channel. I love doing this. It's so much fun. But anyway, guys, let's jump back into another episode of Dawn Chorus, where we are playing Devon's Path. I almost forgot. Sorry, I got a little bit of a headache. Alright, let's do it. The truth is, I never applied myself. Well, Miko kept practicing and practicing. Now he's better than I will ever be. No, that was really great. Where did you learn to play like that?
Well, we had music lessons in school, like everyone in Finland. We were playing mostly stringed and wind instruments, but we had the basics of piano. I spent a lot of time playing piano by myself too, though.
Oh, does it mean that you can play too, Carvin? Not really. I had music lessons as well, but I was never good at it. Maybe you remember something from them, though. Maybe a few melodies, that's all. Would you like to play too?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't played in a long time.
And I was never good to begin with. Ah, come on. I'm sure you're better than you think. We won't make fun of you. Don't worry.
He has worry written all over his face. I don't know if it's a good idea, Rune.
Let's do it.
I might try.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it's always so hard for me to refuse when others ask me politely. The excited look on Rune's face for sure played a big role here. I wouldn't want to let him down, even though I know in the end I inevitably will. Miko stands up from the piano and moves onto the closest armchair. I reluctantly walk over and sit down in front of the instrument. Resting my paws on the keyboard, I notice they're shaking. What should I even play? I try to think of any track I was ever learning. There is one that was fairly easy to play, and I think I remember it. I play the scale in which I think the track was composed, just to make sure that I remember it correctly. I don't know why among all the ones I've tried to learn, this one stuck with me. I haven't listened to it in a long while. Okay, I don't really know what I'm waiting for. Not without some hesitation, I play the first note of the track, and then the rest of the chord. The weight of the keys feels surprisingly familiar. The chord sounds nice and sweet, and I forgot how nice it feels to play. I still feel everyone's eyes on my back, though. Okay, focus. I just need to go through the piece and not make any obvious mistakes. Desynchronizing left and right paw is just as hard as I remember. People often don't realize that and think that playing slow piano pieces is easy, but that's definitely not true. I feel like I'm writing an exam I forgot to study for. Okay, that's all I remember. I turn around to face the rest and see them all looking straight at me. See? That wasn't bad. Yeah, sure. Carvin? Hey, I really mean it. Cheer up. You look like you're gonna cry. That was cool, Carvin. Really gave me chills. I really love Digcraft music. I'm glad you played that one.
Bjorn.
Miko gives him a disappointed look and shakes his head. Okay, that's quite funny. Well, what's wrong?
That's not Digcraft music. That's a masterpiece from the 19th century.
Oh. Not gonna lie, I was for sure that was Norway from the Digcraft soundtrack. I haven't played the game in quite a while now, though. I always loved the music from it. It evokes so many memories now.
I'm glad to see the time I spent teaching you did not go to waste, though, Carvin.
Oh, right. That's why this piece stuck with me. It was the one Miko himself taught me. Frankly, I surprised even myself. Although that wasn't the best performance of this piece, to put it lightly. And it's not like I remembered much of it anyway. For someone who didn't play for a long time, that's really impressive, Carvin.
You're really kind, all of you. I stand up from the piano and walk back to the sofa. My legs feel all wobbly under me, but I try to look calm and composed. I can't help but let out a big sigh of relief when I sit back down, leaning forward and hiding my snout in my open paws. Rune gets up and walks up to me, patting me on my back reassuringly.
You did well, Carvin. Don't worry. I don't know a thing about piano, but I could teach you some basics of the guitar later if you'd like. Actually, I wonder how does piano relate to guitar, if knowing how to play one helps with the other.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Miko, can you play guitar too?
Just what I learned at primary school. It was so long ago, there's no point in even mentioning it. I remember maybe one song. That was an easy one, by Neutral Mino Hotel.
Oh yeah, of course. You mean the Asterio plane over the sea?
That one exactly, yeah.
It's a classic. I don't think I've ever heard of it. It's not the kind of music you look for. It's the music that finds you. Anyways, you won't be able to help me much then.
I'm afraid not. Unless you want me to teach you to play piano.
Maybe someday. I have a bit too much on my paws lately. But thank you for the offer anyway. Would you mind playing some more, Miko? I don't remember the last time I heard someone play the piano live. I don't think I've ever attended a piano concert. It feels different than listening to recordings. I can't really say what it is exactly, but it feels so much more alive and magical.
I know a few more pieces. And we have time. Ooh, pretty. Go ahead and save. Yes. As we sat together listening to Miko play, day slowly turned into night. Leaning on Bjorn through the window, I observed the last minutes of the evening sun, painting the sky red and orange. Soon after, the clouds started to give way to a clear, silky smooth sky, slowly fading to black. So many things happened today already. The afternoon is over, but the memories of it will stay with me forever.
Oh, it's almost that time to snuggle up with Devon.
Days end so fast up here during winter.
I don't feel tired at all. Quite the contrary. I'm full of energy, but it's already dark outside. Above me, the stars look like small pebbles scattered across the night sky. Here, far away from the city and its polluting lights, they shine so much brighter. There's even the subtle band of light that forms the Milky Way slightly visible. It's a very cliché thing to think, but it's mind-blowing to think how big they actually are. So big and so distant. Impressive, isn't it? We stayed at the common space for more than an hour, first listening to Miko's playing, then just talking together. At the end, we were joined by Lake and Jorgen, who treated everyone with chocolate they brought with them. Sorry, I thought I heard one of my cats messing around. It was almost time for the stargazing to begin, so we hurried outside onto the terrace. Here we found a few other students already waiting, and several telescopes lined up at the edge of the terrace. The night sky here certainly is something. Next to the entrance stands Devon, together with a professor I'm not familiar with. He's a burly badger, probably in his late 40s or 50s, looking rather friendly and approachable.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening, Lake. And hello there, Jorgen.
Evening, Professor. I hope you're well.
I'm good, thank you. Devon glances at his watch, then looks at the notebook he holds in his other paw. Looks like everyone is here already. We can start now. Let me introduce you to Professor Arn Fang, who will give you a crash course in astronomy and stargazing tonight. Thank you, Devon. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you all. So you're here because you've signed up for stargazing as your activity for today. You probably expected to start with the telescopes, which you can see over there, but that's not what we're going to do. I understand that some of you might be more advanced in the topic, but we're going to start with the very basics today. We're lucky that the wind blew the clouds away, otherwise we wouldn't be able to see much and would have to postpone the activity. Stars are favorable to us today. He chuckles at his own pun before continuing. Devon, can you go and turn the lights off? Sure thing. Stargazing for someone not versed in it might seem uninteresting. It's just like looking at the sky, isn't it? Well, in a way it is, but it becomes interesting when you know what you're looking for. The sky is a truly beautiful thing in itself, but knowing what you're looking at transforms the experience. We will start our course with the simplest exercise. Look at the sky and try to locate the Ursa Major constellation.
That's easy. Bjorn is standing right there.
Lake points at the bear and whispers to Jorgen, who, upon hearing that, hides his face in both his paws with a sigh. Thank you, Devon. So now you can find the Ursa Major by yourself. I meant to make that sound more like a question than a statement. I look up at the sky, but I have no idea what to look for. I've heard about that constellation, but at first glance it's hard to recognize anything even a bit Ursine looking. If you found it, please, raise your paw. Glancing around, I see a few paws already in the air. Oh, give me a second, guys. I need to wet my throat. Ah, there you go. It's a little bit ASMR for you. Drinking lemonade with Drakewing Gaming. I myself have no idea what to look for, though. Okay, so, now, how to find that constellation in the sky. When you look at Ursa Major, in its tail you will surely notice a familiar shape. You may know this group of stars as Karlsvognen, Charles Wagon, or the Plough. Plough? That's the Big Dipper for you, Devon. Ah, sorry. British English sometimes still confuses me. Oh, that makes it much easier. I think everyone at least once in their life found the Plough in the sky. Only, unlike in the city, the sky here is filled with a multitude of stars. How am I supposed to find anything among so many? Counterintuitively, you may find out that locating specific stars is harder here because of how many stars are visible. Focus on the brightest ones and ignore all the small ones. I think I see it. Looking only for the brighter stars, I finally locate the familiar shape and raise my paw. Now, why is this important at all? That constellation is the third biggest one on the night sky, and certainly one of the most well known. It is extremely useful in navigation in the northern hemisphere of our planet. Even Homer in the Odyssey mentions Ursa Major as the constellation that never disappears from the sky, and instead bathes in the ocean's waves. Battles in the ocean's waves. Like a couple of Leviathans warring. If we draw a line going through them, the last two stars of the bowl point us straight to Polaris. Who can tell me why that is important?
Polaris is the North Star. It's roughly above the North Pole, and so it's the point around which the whole sky rotates.
That's right. Thank you, Jorgen. What you might not know is that Polaris is actually a 3-star system, composed of a primary star with 2 smaller companions, but that's a story for a different lesson. If anyone here is interested in night sky photography but doesn't have the money for expensive equipment, then you could take some nice photos knowing where Polaris is. With long exposures, you can get those beautiful star trails circling around the North Star. I like this guy already. It's a shame I don't have classes with him. Our physics professor is probably the grumpiest old man I've ever seen.
He's really nice, but any joke about Uranus gets thrown out of his class. Lake knows something about that. Ow, Lake, I always thought you were a polite boy that never gets into trouble. I don't know where you got that idea. I can attest that it's completely untrue.
So it looks like everyone was able to locate the Ursa Major. That's great. For the next exercise, let's spice things up a little bit. This time you will be using telescopes. You will take a closer look at Saturn through them. That is, if you manage to locate it. I will make it easy for you, though, because there are supposed to be fun activities after all. You were instructed to download a sky map app to your phones before the arrival. I hope you all did that. Oh. Ah, damn. If not, then do that quickly before we get to the next step. I don't know who's calling me, but let me say, can you text me? There you go. Alright. Devon, you can go too. Have some fun as well. Oh, if I can, then sure thing. Okay, so we don't have quite enough telescopes for all of you, so for the purposes of this exercise you may form pairs or triples or whatever configurations you might fancy. I don't mind. So now, please, step up to the telescopes. I believe you can sort it... I believe you can sort into bigger groups when needed yourself. Doing as Professor Orange said, I walk up to a free telescope at the end of the terrace. Looking around, I see that all my friends are already either at their telescopes or paired up with someone else. Even Miko is walking towards one alongside Bjorn. Okay, does everyone in every group have their own telescope? Good, so now we can start. Named after the Roman god of time, Saturn is a good object for observation for beginners. It's relatively easy to locate and, I might say, fairly spectacular because of its rings. From my own observations, I can tell you that my students prefer to look at planets and stars. We have a bit of a closer relation with them after all. You can't help but start to imagine what it might look like from even closer. Who knows, maybe one of you will find some alien structures on one of the planets someday. Nope. There's the alarm. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, not much progress today, but the next episode... the next episode is when we are gonna get into it. Or Devon will get into us. I don't know. No, I'm not promising that because I don't know. Boy can dream, though. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. There's a new video is not going to go up on Saturday. This one will be up on Sunday. I'm going to go see my grandmother tomorrow. I haven't seen her in a little while, and I just love spending time with her. So, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!